Good evening. This presentation is on statistical versus clinical significance, Group 7, presented by Gabriela Ugo and Jonica William. The next slide will talk about definition. Statistical significance in research is the probability that shows a null hypothesis, thereby determining if the null hypothesis is true or false. Statistical significance indicates that no relationship exists between the two studied variables, which means that test is used to determine if the difference is one that might have occurred due to normal variation or if there is a likelihood of a relationship. Significance is implied in probability term, which with letter P. Therefore, if the test is significant, there is a probability of a relationship. Clinical significance refers to the application of values to affect an intervention to see if it will make a genuine or probable difference on the intended group. Clinical significance of a non-statistical significance source of hope in the line of treatment and prevention in many diseases, because researchers will relate to the p-value, confidence interval, alpha, error, which can be type 1 or type 2, beta, and the power of the study holds the key to a successful research outcome. On the next slide, we'll talk about the importance. Statistical and clinical significance are of great importance in validating and analyzing research studies. Statistical significance level is used as a value judgment about the result of the test. Researchers should report the real or actual significant statistics, which is represented by P. Clinical significance measures the size and scope of the study. It means how large a difference in a treatment must be in order to make a change in practice to happen. Clinical significance or importance can be used with confidence interval to determine the right sample size. Confidence interval identifies the range within which a real result will fail on 95% of the occasion.
Next slide. Example. Hospital-acquired infections are a serious healthcare complication. Statistical significance. Research questions ask whether an adherence to a hand-washing protocol leads to a reduction in hospital-acquired infections. Null hypothesis states that such protocol has no effect on hospital-acquired infections, while alternative hypothesis states that it does have an effect. Significance levels of 0.05 assume that there is a 5% probability of rejecting null hypothesis if it is actually true. P-value of 0.0467 indicates that there is a 4.67% chance that the results of the study were random. Results show a strong correlation between protocol and hospital-acquired reduction. Clinical significance. Strong effect size between hand-washing protocols and reduced incidence of hospital-acquired infections. Numbers needed to treat to reduce incidence of hospital-acquired infections is 10 per 100 patients. Reliability change index. Pre-test study shows hospital-acquired incidence of 37 per 1,000 patients. Post-study test shows hospital-acquired incidence of 14 per 1,000 patients. Utilization of difference. Statistical difference pertains to the likelihood of an occurrence, while clinical significance pertains to the extent. As part of the review of literature, evaluation of findings, meaning of findings, determination of their applicability, whether or not clinical findings have addressed or answered the research question, allows for thorough critique of evidence, determination on whether given sources should be used as part of literature review, presence of one significant but not the other. Statistical significance does not guarantee clinical significance. Next slide, our reference page.